Our champions of the 2022 AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
Thank you. We are
Been a heck of a week, an interesting week, obviously, here in our community.
Yeah.
Again, proud of y'all. Appreciate the performance y'all put in tonight. And with that, we say thank you to the entire state of Arkansas University, your football team. Appreciate you. Y'all are first class. And we'll have the mic to you.
Well, you guys are too. And the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, it really was, guys say what it, I mean, they were incredible. The hospitality, we came in on Christmas, as you guys, you met me, you do, Tom. And then we were able to use the indoor at University of Memphis, which was a huge help for us. And I mean, what a game, what a crowd. Those are what bowls are about. Kansas brought a lot of people here, a lot of fans as well. But I'm proud of our football team. Very proud. We had a lot of challenges going into the game, and then Tykees Crawford got hurt early, and of course Rocket Sanders got hurt early, and we found a way to win. And Kansas got a really good football team. I think their Coach Leipold is exceptional. They played very, very hard. We heard all week how they wanted to be here, and they did, but we did too. And I'm really proud to be eligible for our first 3 years in a bowl and win the 2 that we were able to play in. And I'm proud that we ended up having a winning season. That's not our goal, but losing season sure as hell ain't our goal either. And so I'm proud of these kids. Some of them waited their turn, and I could go down the line. I'm sure y'all asked me about them, but I mean, Marion Harris. I mean, we rushed for 400 yards, and Marion Harris played most of the game as a freshman, and I can go on, and y'all make sure you ask me. But I'm proud of our football team. I'm proud to be the head coach at Arkansas, and I'm ready to answer questions.
Tom, first question. We'll come to you.
I wonder about your emotions when you're up 25 and they come all the way back. And also, is it maybe even a little funner that you had to win it the way you did and not hold on in regulation?
I'm exhausted. I never played a snap, and I'm just beat up. They had some turnovers early, and then we had late. Bottom line is, if we hang on to the ball there on that reverse, then the game's over at 15. But they did some nice things going down and those things. But usually when this happens and a team comes back and they tie it at the end of the game, usually the momentum's so severe that the team that was ahead all the time loses. We gathered our team. I think they believed that we could win the whole entire time. And at that point, it looked bleak, to be perfectly honest with you. And then they went right down and scored, kicked their extra point. We did. Ours was fairly easy. Our first overtime was KJ, and it was fairly easy. And then the second one, we went up and thought, I think we all thought up 8 at that point. And game, got looking pretty good for the Hogs. And the last on the 2-point conversion, it was my choice, and I decided hopefully to put some pressure on them if we made our 2-point instead of going on defense. Unfortunately, we made it, and I don't know if it put pressure on them or not, but it would have us if they would have made theirs first. So what a game, what a crowd. Champions, 2 bowls in a row now. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of our team that, a lot of teams in the SEC in the past have not played well in these games when they lose players. They haven't played very good, and we did. And I'm proud to be a winner tonight.
And then just real quick, the efficiency you showed in overtime, 2 plays touchdown, 2 plays touchdown. two-point conversion, just what you thought of the play calling and the execution.
I thought it was outstanding and the execution of the players. You know, anytime your offensive line, I don't know what we had, 600, almost 700 yards or whatever. Our offensive line did a great job. Coach Kennedy did a great job. We rushed for about 400 and the game plan was outstanding. But those calls in 2 minutes or on 2 point, those are, you're gonna win or lose, you know. Now they have to execute it in those things too, but I thought the wheel route out of the backfield for the last 2-point conversion was outstanding call and fortunate to win.
Sam, you alluded to it. I mean, you lose Rock and Dominion has a big game.
That's something.
You know, you already have to shuffle your line. Harris plays. Washington, that's his first catch all year. And AJ said, had worked real good in practice. And you had a couple true freshmen on defense. Just what you think of the true freshmen as a whole, especially Dominion?
Loved it. You know, that's the one thing that we taught. R-Dub's, you know, a good player. We knew it. He just happened to be behind a couple of good players as well, you know, but we talked about it after the game, to be honest with you, about how disappointing it is when you don't play. And you're sitting there and you're working, you're going, well, maybe I'll get in, you don't. Maybe I'll get in, you don't. But then the feeling when you do get to play and you have success really overrides all those disappointments. It really does, because now you've proven you can play, you've proven the game. Jaden was that way tonight, Bryce, you know, a lot of them. Well, we talked about that after the game and it wasn't, we never one time want to say, well, we don't have. We were just happy of who we did have. Now, I'm not happy we lost Rocket early and Tyke East, you know, but I am happy that Marion Harris was ready to play and R-Dub was ready to play.
And that first catch all year for
With
Washington.
Tyrus, yeah, he was wide open. Those are the hardest ones to catch at times, you know, but great design play and he was wide open and to see his face was priceless.
Coach, this is a similar kind of thing, but obviously you were without a lot of your, leading pass catchers for this season, but you had a lot of those younger guys come through. Just with the wide receivers specifically, just what did you see from some of those?
I thought they played tough. You know, Isaiah, she played, you know, I mean, he played out there, Bakke played out, the guys that haven't played a lot, but they scrapped, they fought, they blocked well. You know, one run, the stretch play to the boundary to our side for a touchdown that AJ made. We, you know, had some good blocks out there and caught the ball well. I don't know. You guys know better than me. I don't remember just a blatant drop tonight, you know, and so they got their opportunity. I'm really proud for them. I'm proud for, I don't want to make it bigger than what it is, but I'm damn proud of our football team.
Coach, I know you're obviously happy with the win, but is there a level of disappointment with just not being able to put the game away when you're up 25?
Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't want to go into overtime. I think we, you know, sometimes you don't fumble the ball when you don't want to, you know, and up 15 there, we'd run them out of timeouts. I'm the one who told KJ to run the reverse. It was there. They had the whole damn team the whole darn team inside. And I thought we'd get outside of them, get the first down, the game was over. And unfortunately, it was ruled a fumble, you know, but yeah, I wish we could have, you know, I do think there was so many situations tonight that Kansas had to make the play and they did. Except for the last one of the game, but they did. I mean, every 2 point, they missed the one early, you know, but they fourth downs and things, you know, even at the end of the game, when we stop them, the game's over and we get the targeting and things of that nature. But yeah, I do. I mean, I don't want to be sitting here. There's a chance I could be sitting here. We could have lost, you know, and in that way, and it certainly would have been a horrible mood and a horrible defeat, but it wasn't. So I choose just to look at the, you know, the things that happened was we fumbled the football and we didn't move forward on the onside kick. Some of those players weren't on the onside kick team before the portal comes. So Yeah,
You keep saying you fumbled the ball. I'm guessing you haven't seen a replay yet.
no, I saw it,
Yeah.
but I like my money.
The Pac-12 refs.
I saw that. I saw a lot of stuff.
What did you think of Bryce Stevens' personal foul?
I saw that too.
The targeting at the goal line?
Well, I had a good look at that one too.
Do you think on the onside kick, I asked you a little bit about having to fill guys in on special teams and stuff. Did that play any kind of role with personnel? Just
Yeah,
not being
it
used to
did, but at the same time, I mean, the bounce was there. We just didn't go attack the bounce. I mean, I'll tell you what, to be perfectly honest with you, I think the players that we had out there would have made a better play if we'd have practiced it more. Now, we practiced it, but with that being something at that point in time, we probably should have put them in a better situation than that.
Coach, I have a two-part question. Y'all went down 80 yards, scored a touchdown, first possession in the second half, and I think only had one first down in your next 4 possessions. What do you think happened during that stretch?
Well, we couldn't run the ball like we had been. That was part of it. I think they adjusted a little bit as well. Some of their movement was hurting us a little bit. We missed a couple of reads at running back in there. I don't know, we went ultra conservative against Ole Miss, up 42-6, and they came back into the game a little bit. And I tried not to until, we got down to about the 8-minute mark, because I was telling KB that he could just do whatever you want to do. And so that might have had something to do with it, but it didn't have anything to do with it the quarter before that, but I think I'll just give KU credit. They did some things that we weren't blocking them quite as well. And I need to apologize for Cody Kennedy because he took a few lashings he took a few bad comments on the headsets tonight, and I see we rushed for 400 yards. So I want to publicly apologize to Cody Kennedy because he took it a little bit, and I'm looking at this and I'm going, I should have shut up a little bit.
What's it say about your offense that they were able to flip the switch again there in overtime to be as efficient as they were, like Tom asked earlier?
Wasn't that awesome? I mean, it says a lot about the football team. I think we came to win. I don't know how we did. I mean, we had it, we gave it to them, or they earned it back, or however you want to say it. And then, but like I say, about 90% of that, when that gets to that point, you lose. And we didn't. And so the offense made it really easy, like Trey just said, in overtime. It made it really easy for us.
Sam, just wonder what you thought about KJ. Throws for almost 300, runs for a career high, 4 scores, and just, I guess, could you just maybe encapsulate this season?
Well, I mean, I think what he did better than anything tonight was he led the football team. I mean, he was very vocal. I think when you're playing well, I think it's easier to be vocal as well. You know what I mean? I think it's easier to, because you're feeling better. You're this, that, and other. But I thought he was in charge of the football game. We had the one unfortunate one right before half because that would have put us up. I don't know what it was, another 20-something at that point. We'd made a really nice drive to get down there, and the guy just outfought us for the ball. I think I have to look at it, but his leadership was outstanding and his toughness was outstanding.
Last question to Bob to close us out.
Sam, you look at the depth chart, and Kansas' list of players was a lot longer than yours. I think you had about 51 scholarship guys. So what do you think of, winning like that with a depleted roster, having to go overtime and fight back and all that? What you think of that?
There's been some really great wins since we've been able to be here. We've beaten 6 top 25 teams and won a couple of bowls and been eligible and all that kind of stuff. This one was as gratifying as any of them because a lot of guys didn't play. We were down numbers, but the ones we had out there wanted to win, and they practiced hard. And so this is much a gratifying win as a head coach as I've had since I've been here.